we doing today? My name is Brendan Reviews, and guys, we are doing something a little different today. A good old boy of mine. I've been talking about this guy for quite a bit. He's been featured in plenty of my videos without actually being there. This is Ryan. Ryan has a channel called ModernMusic, and my God, I love lots of the music that he actually makes. I love a lot of it. I think that most of it is really, really good, and that's why I use it so damn much. ModernMusic, as we'll refer to him, is legitimately a good channel for finding at least high quality tracks that are copyright free. And as you've seen throughout plenty of my videos, I use them quite a bit, especially certain tracks that we'll get to in the ranking, and that's what we're doing here today. We are going to be ranking all of ModernMusic's tracks besides those that were either A, not made by him, or B, made for like a project outside of like being copyright free. So in other words, this will not include Spider-Man Retold, nor will it include Hollows by Nudikin. So everything else is up for grabs, and without further ado, I guess let's get to the ranking. This is my ranking of ModernMusic's tracks. Starting off with number 14, that being Potential. So why is it at the bottom out of all of these tracks? So let's start off with what I do like. What I do like is I do like the synth chords. I do like the synth melody. I like the synths that are constantly plucking and feeling like they're alive. But my issue comes with the main like draw to the song being like almost like the chorus, you could call it. And my issue with it mainly has to do with the drums. I think the drums are way too chaotic and do not match the synths that are in the song. I think that the drums are way too chaotic and feel like they're from a different genre, not to mention they're poorly mixed. They're poorly mixed and I can barely hear them. They're just... And I'm thinking to myself, this would go a lot better if it had a more consistent, like, kick, hi-hat type beat, one that would actually suit these synths and would be fast but not so damn chaotic. No offense, it feels kind of try-hard. But I mean, overall, it's not a bad track, but at the same time, I'm not that big a fan of it. This is easily the track that, if there's any track that I have come to the most to like try to get into it more, this is that track. And unfortunately, every single time I'm just like, yeah, it's not for me. So guys, at 14 we have Potential. Moving on to number 13. Coming in at number 13, we have the track Sunrise. Sunrise, I get what it's trying to be. I do. I get its purpose. Just not my type of track. Definitely not my type of song. I don't really know how I could fit that song into really any of my videos, given the fact that not necessarily that my videos aren't necessarily upbeat, because I would say that some of my videos are more funny, but my issue is that this is definitely more of like a vlogging type of song. Definitely one for you to have like as a montage of like you and your buddies or you and your significant other walking around maybe by like the city, the beach, or something like that, and just showing off your environment. Overall, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's got a nice upbeat nature to it, but for me, it's not a track that I can necessarily use, nor necessarily really come back to and listen. And for that reason, that's why it comes in at number 13. Moving on to number 12. At number 12, we have Coming to Light. With this one, the main thing that I like is the heavy-hitting drums. I love the percussion in the background. It sounds good. I really, really, really like the synths in the background that are definitely like, almost like, it almost sounds like a very distorted electric guitar, but if it was just a fucking synth. And I think overall, it's a fine track. I mean, I definitely can see how people can use it, and I think that overall, it's decently made. And yeah, that's all I really have to say on it. That's why it's at number 12. Moving on to number 11. At number 11, we have Original, which this song doesn't really sound that good in your headphones, but in my car, I feel it. I feel the kick every single time, and I love that. I love how very subdued it is. I do like that. I like how subdued it is, and I like how much it actually like bumps and kicks inside of one's car. But as far as like using it in videos, it's kind of harder to use than maybe even the last track, but I do like it more. I actually have found myself listening to this one once or twice here or there, and I think that overall it's a decent track. It's not bad. I would give it at least a 6.5 out of 10. It's above average, and I think that overall it's pretty well made. And yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say on these few tracks right here, and definitely not the best. Moving on to number 10. Coming in at number 10, we have Grounds, which I do believe this is when the tracks start consistently getting better and better and better and better. And I believe that Grounds has a really good beat. It's like one of those types of songs that like you could hear in a nightclub if it wasn't made on fucking GarageBand. But genuinely, it's got a nice beat to it. It's very fast paced. I hear the hip hop type percussion in the background, that beat, and I think that overall it's a very easy to listen to track. It can definitely go in the background of certain videos, whether it be you and your buddies doing cool stuff outside, whether or not it be a video analysis like I have done. I think that this is overall a good track to use and a good track to listen to. It's fun. It's nice. We're moving on to track 9. Coming in at number 9, we have Equalizer, which Equalizer has a very nice sound. I like those bells. I like those I don't know if it's a bell, more or less it might be an E-piano that sounds really good. And then I like how it slowly but surely eventually gets to the beat, and then when the beat hits, you actually can like fuck with it. This is definitely a really good track to put in like the background of certain video analysis I've done, certain breakdowns of like movies and videos for Scariest Media. I've used this one quite a bit. This one's a very easy track to use, and I do recommend it. At this point, we are now hitting the tracks that are pretty good overall. So guys, moving on to number 8. So coming in at number 8, we have Paradox, and this finally hits the point where every single track I really enjoy. This song has a really good beat, and I love that melody. That it's such an easy bop. It's a very decent song. It's a very good song. It's nice to listen to. The synths feel good. The percussion feels good. The overall melody of it feels good. It's upbeat. You could almost like use this as like the instrumental for a freaking rap song if you wanted to. I definitely feel that this song has good bass, and I love listening to this song. I've used this song I think a few times in certain videos. Ultimately, I can't recommend this song enough. I can't recommend the next few songs enough, honestly. Yeah, moving on to track number 7. Coming in at track number 7, we have Destroyer, which is definitely the best instrumental you could use for a diss track made by ModernMusic. It has good bass, very fast paced, good kicks. It's such a good track. It's fun to listen to, and I know a lot of people might be upset that I have it so low, but this is just truly like what I am into, and overall I think that this song is absolutely great. If there's any gripe I have with it, it's too repetitive. I wish that like the beat got stronger and fast, or maybe not faster, but got stronger. There was more layers to it as it went on by the third one. But I do like how the beat drops out and then comes right back in, and it'll drop out and then come right back in. It sounds super good every single time. It kicks well and it feels good. It's a good track. Moving on to track 6. Coming in at track 6, we have Blue Mirror. Blue Mirror has a really crisp sound, good kicks, and very nice melody. I really love that. And it's just an easy to listen to song. Very clear, very crisp sounding. It's like compositionally well made. It's one of the better well made songs, I believe, by ModernMusic, and definitely showcases his talents in terms of like how to throw a song together. It's got the good synths, it's got the good kicks, the good percussion, its melody is really good, and it's upbeat, it's nice, it's fun to listen to. You can use it in videos for sure. And yeah, moving on to track number 5. Coming in at track number 5, we have Bright Shadow 1.0. Oh yeah, there's a Bright Shadow 2.0. We'll get to that later. Guys, Bright Shadow is the very first song by ModernMusic, and I believe that Bright Shadow really sets the standard for what ModernMusic can do as a composer, as a producer, and I really like what he does with this track. It sounds very nice. I love the synths that are very easy to listen to, very good on, very nice on the ears. I like the instrumental. I like the moments where it cuts out and you hear that, and it's like super subdued. The beat goes away, and then all of a sudden it comes back, and it's very nice to listen to. I really like the ending too, and it's a very nice song to listen to. I can't recommend it enough. It's definitely one of my personal favorites of ModernMusic. And guys, without further ado, let's talk about track number 4. And that track, of course, being Bright Shadow 2.0. What makes this song better? First off, the lower pitched octave for the main chorus, or for the main chords, the main melody. The lower pitched octave definitely, I think, helps to like elevate the song a little bit more. But the main thing that I really like is the chords, the synth chords that get super chaotic in between the actual like chorus or the passages of the song. I would say during the bridges where those chords get super more chaotic and are very more fun and live-like, just all over the place. I fucking love it. That sounds so good, and just that little addition made this song that much better for me. I really enjoy Bright Shadow 2.0. And at first I wasn't so sure on the whole like lower pitched octave, but after lots of re-listens, I have found myself coming back to Bright Shadow 2.0 more than Bright Shadow 1.0. And I think that's a testament to how well the song is and how well made the song is. And yeah, guys, that's Bright Shadow 2.0. Moving on to track number 3. Coming in at track number 3, we have Revolt, and I really like this track. I love the build-up, I love the suspense, the build-up, the lack of drums, the lack of percussions. It's just that those E-pianos, it's those synths, it's just the overall nature of the song, and then eventually it kicks you right in the ass with this really fast beat that's and just so much fun to listen to. But easily my favorite part of the song is the live synths that come in during like the chorus, the main draw to the song. Revolt for sure might be his newest track, but in my opinion it is one of his best. It is one of his best compositionally. The only issue I have with it that makes it like a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 is the fact that the beginning portions and the portions in between like the main draw to the song are super fucking quiet. And I understand that might be part of the point, but at the same time I feel like they're too quiet. I feel like they should have been at least amped up just a little bit more and then have that chorus come in. But I get it. Coming in at track number 2, we have track number 2, we have Grid Runner, which easily, when I first heard it, was gonna be one of my favorite ModernMusic tracks. just the non-stop fast-paced nature of it, just how awesome it sounds. I love like the disco type, I love almost like just the bumpy disco type feel to it it's got, and then when the chorus hits, it's just super fast. It's got chaotic synth chords, and if you can't tell, I really like synth chords that are just fast-paced, non-stop, all over the place. I love the main passage, I love the moments in between, and easily, I think this might be the track I have used the most. If not this, if it's not Revolt, it's definitely this one. This is one of the tracks I've used the most in my videos, and I'm going to continue using because of how good it is. It's such a live-like song. It's such a live song. Easily one of Modern Music's best. If there's any song that I had to say is by far his best piece of music, it has to be what is track number 1, and that of course is at track number 1, we have End of a Journey, which by far, if you were to ask me what is his best song, it is absolutely 100%, no doubt about it, End of a Journey. Not only compositionally does it sound the best mixed, does it sound the best like put together, it sounds well layered, it is almost epic. It's epic and it feels conclusive. It feels like as if it truly is the end of a journey. Like if you were to play this over the end of some big bombastic movie, it would totally fit well at the end credits if you wanted to have some triumphant like cheer, if you wanted to have some sort of triumphant end credits, for example. I really love this track. I love how well it sounds. I love how compositionally it just feels epic. It feels like a good, just epic synth track. It sounds like it fits really well with some of the guys like Nick Force and a whole bunch of these other really good synth producers such as like Time Cop 1983. These guys create such good synth tracks, and I could totally see this getting thrown in there and people listening to it. It's really well layered, really well made compositionally, and I'm saving this track when I'm gonna use it. That's how good it is I'm saving it. I am saving when I'm gonna use this track. And yeah, guys, there you go. That is my ranking of all the Modern Music tracks that he has made that were made specifically for the purposes of being copyright free, so that way people can listen to them and use them in their videos. And I love most of his tracks. I think he is a very good producer, and I think he needs to continue to produce. Keep making more shit, man. Not only does it provide me with stuff to use for my videos, but I just love what you make. I love listening to all of their tracks. I love listening to most of your tracks, man. You are really top tier for like what us lower underground guys can do. If that doesn't scream impressive, I don't know what does. So guys, that is why I have all of the tracks ranked the way they are. And thank you guys for watching. My name is Brendan Reviews, and I hope you guys have a great day, evening, night, whatever the fuck time you guys are watching this. And guys, have a good rest of your night.